Welcome back. If you're here watching this video, that's because you're curious. A little USPSA curious, and you're wondering what these classifications mean. A class, M class, Grandmaster? What does it mean? I don't know, just kidding, I do, and I'm here to tell you what they are. And behind me, we have a classifier to show you. So essentially, USPSA has a classification system that allows you to see how you rank amongst the organization as a whole. So we have D, C, B, A, Master, Grandmaster. Those are the 6 rankings that you can score for the matches. And you might ask how you get your classification. It's by shooting classifiers or major matches. So behind me right here is classifier 2201 righty tighty. And there is a handful of classifiers as well. This is just one example, but this is a standard stage, which means it gets set up no matter wherever you're shooting. And then they set some hit factors for you. What's your hit factor? It is your score. It's your points divided by your time. Your hit factor will determine your classification. So it is a game of shooting fast and accurately and finding that balance point in between to figure out how well you can shoot consistently. They did just redo the entire classification system, so I think there's like some different terminology as far as like which ones count, which ones don't count, what your percentage means. But what it used to be, and what I know, is that it would be your best 6 of your most recent 8. And then of course with major matches too, if there's a certain amount of GMs that shoot over a certain percentage, that major match will also count towards your classification. When I first got started, I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what any of this means. And you guys are probably looking at me like I'm a crazy person. I'm here to provide some visual representations of what each of these classes look like on this classifier. Now, I'm ranked as a GM. I've been a Grandmaster for 5 years in carry optics now. And so we are going to go through this stage and we're going to shoot each classification. We're gonna go all the way through D, all the way up to Grandmaster. So you guys are gonna see the difference in time. Just for apples to apples, I'm gonna try to shoot all alphas. Is that guaranteed? No. So each classifier is going to come with a stage brief. This gives you your instructions on how to shoot the stage. So I'm going to read it verbatim and you can read along with me. It's going to pop up on screen. Written stage brief. Righty tighty is an 18-round Comstock course. There are 9 USPSA cardboard target. Comstock means that you're allowed to take makeup shots. A Virginia count means it's a fixed amount of rounds and you cannot shoot over or you'll get a penalty. So if I need to take a makeup shot, I can. The start position is both feet touching stick, facing downrange. Handgun is loaded in holster, wrist below belt. PCC is loaded with safety on, held with both hands, stock on belt. If you shoot a PCC, you're gay. Unaudible start signal, engage targets from within the shooting area. The last 3 targets must only be engaged strong hand only. So that's what I like about this one. There's something a little bit different in it. No matter which array you shoot, first or middle, the last array or the last 3 targets have to be strong hand only. So typically what we see is we have three arrays of targets. We have a left, center, and right. Some people like to shoot the back, then moving forward they shoot strong hand. Some shoot the middle one first, come back to one side, and then strong hand on the last one. But we are going to have 12 shots freestyle, 6 shots freehand. And we're gonna see what we do. We don't have a small start stick, so come with me in the middle here. So this is 8 feet back, 2 feet off the wall, basically in line with this wall right here, just a little bit over. Let's do a D-class run. Welcome to D-class. Oh shit, the timer though. Okay, so for D-class, since we have so much time, we're gonna try something crazy. We are going to get ready for the match on the stage. All right, so I'm gonna come over here, we're gonna hit the timer. Guys, this is my prototype Hunter Constantine inner belt. They're in production now. We've waited a year for them. They're gonna be cheaper, they're gonna be better. This thing got beat up over the last year and we made improvements to it. So it's gonna be great. This is my new favorite competition belt. This is the Double Alpha Lynx. I like it because it packs up nicely. I need to clean this gun. It's pretty bad. Okay. Welcome to D-class. This is Delta Force. This is what the 90s Delta Force looked like, okay? This is amazing, right? It's just you and me here. This is intimate. I like that. You like that eye contact? I do. Got some hollow points. Got some blue bullets. Oh my God. Let's get this HST in there. Put a couple more. Okay. Okay. 97 seconds. Under a minute and a half, baby. Oh no, we pulled a no shoot. It's almost like I aimed there. Crazy, right? Let's calculate the hit factor. So we got 90. The rest were alphas. -5 for the alpha, -10 for the penalty. We got 75 divided by 97.15 for a .77. We are almost 5 times the minimum hit factor for D class. So keep in mind, guys, I could go even slower. That's a crazy visual. I didn't think, I honestly didn't know what the times were gonna look like on that. Actually, hold on. We're gonna time out here. We're gonna get to the shade because it's a little hot right now. And we're going to explain the different classifications now. All right, guys. So let's talk about these classifications, all right? If you get D class, you're participating. As you can see, I literally started without my belt on, the gun assembled or my mag loaded, and we still got higher than the minimum need for D class. If you get under D class, straight to jail. Typically what I see is most people get classified as C or B class off the rip. If you know how to hold your gun and you understand how to aim your gun, you're gonna get C or B class. I started, I think my first classification was C class. Then I moved up to A and I skipped B. Then I was master for a little bit, then hit GM. I think total time was like 14 months for me to hit Grandmaster, but there's a lot of time into that to get to that point. But essentially your C and B class shooters, that is where your movement isn't really dialed in. You could still throw penalties. Maybe your hits aren't clean. You're still throwing deltas. Maybe you tag a no shoot. Something like that where you're there, but you're not like fully putting it together yet. You know what I mean? When you start reaching A in master class, that's when you can get through a stage. Your movement looks better. You're efficient. There's a sick helicopter flying by right now. Oh, but anyways, A class, master class, that's where you're putting it together. Your movement looks good. Maybe you're throwing a little bit more Charlies than you want, but you're on your trigger, you're on your sights, you're shooting through it a little bit. Master class, I'd say, is you're shooting at speed. Majority of the time you're getting your hits, but you still don't have the same mental focus as a Grandmaster would, or the speed that a Grandmaster would. And I think master class, there's a lot of master class shooters that can beat a lot of GM shooters. The difference between the GM and the master is that the GM can perform every time or more frequently than the master. And it just like all the way up to master, like that is just all skill, and master to Grandmaster is mindset and focus. So as you're moving through the ranks, don't beat yourself up if you're C class or B class or whatever it might be. The main goal is we're out here having fun. The classification system is here just so you have a metrics to work off of and strive for. I really like that on my way up because it gave me something to practice for, something to want, something to achieve. And you need to have a goal at the end of the tunnel to keep moving forward, if that makes sense. You know, if you're just out here practicing, shooting, doing your thing, it's fine. If you're having fun, that's great. But setting some sort of hard goal, like I want to hit Grandmaster, I want to hit Master, I want to hit A class by a certain time period, that's going to give you more fuel to practice and dry fire and do all those things. But at the end of the day, your classification doesn't matter. Ah! Ah! You like that recoil? Oh, we pulled one Charlie. 24.42. This 3.6, which is just above C class. Charlie zone, okay? If your name's Charlie, I'm sorry. All right, 1452. That was an all alpha run. And that puts us at 6.19. This is going to be a high B-class run. B-class bandit coming at you. All right, 1319. This is a mid A-class run. Just to mix it up, I have 4 different types of ammo that I'm shooting because I was too lazy to grab one single thing. So we've got some 124s that I loaded. That's minimum minimum power factor 9. We've got some factory 115s. We've got, I think these are, what are these? I don't know. They're like plus P 147s, I think. I don't know what brand. You guys can tell me, maybe HSTs. Then I also have 147 blue bullet jello shots in here. So this is going to test my grip along with everything else. So we'll see what happens. Ooh, 10.13. So we're under that GM time there, but I did throw some Charlies. My grip did get a little sloppy. So let's check it out. We're gonna start with 90 points and we're gonna subtract every Charlie that I got. So we got 2 alphas, Alpha Charlie, 2 alphas. We got -2 for the points we lost. Fuck, we got 2 Charlies right here. That's -4. And then we got 1 Charlie right here. That's 82. I don't think I can afford another Charlie. 2 alpha squeaked in, 2 alpha Charlie. We got 80 divided by 10.13 for a 7897. So my cold run is a master class run right there, 7.89. We were almost GM. This is on the high side of master, so this isn't a master class run. We're like less than 0.2 of a hit factor away from GM on that run. Woo! 1030. Let's see what we got. Let's see. We got 1 Charlie here. -2, we're at 88. Got 1 more Charlie, we're at 86. Boom. 8.34 Grand Master. So I had 2 Charlies on that one. And again, there's that whole points per second thing. So I shot this almost a second faster than the minimum required time for perfect hits on the target, which allowed me to be a little bit sloppy on the strong hand and one of those targets over there. So yeah, this is the game we play. Speed versus accuracy. We happen to be fast, so we can have a couple Charlies down. Typically, a good rule of thumb is you should only have 10% Charlies. So if this is 18 shots, you should have like 1.8 Charlies max. If you're shooting at speed, you know what I mean. So 1 to 2 Charlies is about max you want on something like this. Just like on the master class run, we had a few Charlies, so that brought our hit factor down, even though the time was actually faster. And just as an added bonus, we're going to throw in some extra runs right now for you guys, so we end off on a high note of shooting, if you're still sticking around, of just some other runs that we had where the times were close, where it was like a close hit factor to the next rank or not, you know, and like what a no shoot can do to your score. So stick around for a few more minutes, guys. Check out some more shooting. I'm also going to try to raw time it as fast as I can go. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have questions, if you want to see more stuff, any content, comment it down below because I read them. I'm here for you guys. I'm giving back. I'm actually giving away $40,000 in cash to competitors shooting from concealed this year at area matches and some selected major matches. So check out Constantine Most Wanted, figure out how you can win some cash. We've got the belt bounty and the public belt bounty. And the public belt bounty 1 is coming up soon. We picked out our contestants. They're going to be flown to Tucson, Arizona to compete for $1,000 cash. Let's get to some more shooting. All right, we're going to go for only headshots now. Oh, one Charlie at a 1456. So we got 88 divided by 1456 for a 604, which puts me at a B class. B class. We are 3/10 off from a class run, only shooting headshots. Come around this wall. Look at these headshots. I'm proud of these headshots, okay? Boom, boom, boom. Look at that group, I wasn't even aiming. I'm now gonna try it with my left hand as my strong hand. So we're gonna draw, and then I'm gonna build both hands grip on the gun with my left hand. See what happens. Oh my God. Holy shit, that's bad. C-class, baby. What's up, Charlie Cox, you C-class motherfucker? Okay, 1403. This is in a time constraint for an alpha class run or an A class run, but we tagged a no shoot. So let's see how that plays into this, because the hits were good. We got alphas here. We got alphas here. All alphas there. 2 alphas. Now here's where we're losing a lot of points, right? So we start at 90 points. We get -5 for not getting the alpha. And then we get a -10 for the penalty of hitting the no shoot. Divided by 14.03, which brings us down to a 5.3 hit factor. So this takes us from an A class to a B class run just by hitting this no shoot. All right, we got to do one concealed. Comp belt's coming off. Just gonna rotate this belt so we got some of this webbing. Bada boom, bada bing. And we got 2 mags. Da, 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 da. Belt. Oh, 1068. We got 1 Charlie. Alphas. 88. I think we got it, boys. Divided by 10.68. 8.23. Is my highest hit factor? I don't know. But as our final closing note, shout out to Donovan Moore for making Grandmaster from Concealed. First person to do it in history. USPSA Grandmaster from Concealed. So shout out to Donovan. Go check out his holster, Tier 1 APX. Pretty cool. Later, guys. Go drink your milk.